A very warm welcome to everyone who is watching this video, and the reason why you have clicked this video is probably because you have finally entered a very good class of class 9. This phase of class is often referred as life of joy because you get to explore so many different things around this class. You can explore relationships, you can explore your studies, you can explore your hobbies and everything without excess pressure of the any exams or any projects. So in this brief video we will be talking about the exams, the career shaping guidance of this beautiful class journey of class 9, and also the experiences you are going to gain about when you enter this class. So without any delay, let's move on this video. So if we look at the purpose of this video, it is to let you excel your studies without much discomfort, because you see, the primary reason of class 9 is not about just studying, but it's about exploration. Once you are done with the school, you are not going to probably study as much amount of hours as you are giving in these competitive exams or in board exams. So I want you to explore more and let you explore more inside yourself. So first of all, let's talk about the basic thing between class 8 and class 9. What's the basic difference is that maybe until class 8 you might be studying private schools or different variety of schools, but in class 9 you are strictly, you know, under the influence of CBSE curriculum. What is CBSE curriculum? It is the Central Board of Secondary Education in India, where we talk about their own curriculum and syllabus for the secondary level of education, such as class 9, class 10, class 11, and class 12. The book that is referred in it is NCRT. So it is a very well programmed book, and let me tell you more about it later in the video. One more thing is that till class 8 you might be studying about science, but in class 9 the science will be divided into physics, chemistry and biology. Similarly, till class 8 you might have been studying about SST, social studies, but in class 9 that social studies is converted into four different types of subjects, which is known as history, where we talk about the past; geography, where we talk about the different landscapes and everything; civics, we talk about the politics and related things; whereas the economics, we talk mostly about the finances. So without any delay, let's get into the main crux of this video, which is talking about the mindset you have to put in class 9. First of all, let me tell you, as a person who has topped class 10, class 12, as well as got a very good rank in the competitive exams, I can certainly say that after so much of hard work, I can assure you that class 9 is very easy as compared to the competition that you are going to face in your life. And let me tell you that with consistency, let me remind you once again, with consistency you can actually achieve anything in life over the course of time. The consistency integrate with the discipline is going to make everything easy as you proceed in your life. So I want you to make yourself mindset clear about two things, that is class 9 is very easy as compared to the problems and challenges that you are going to face in your life ahead. And the next thing is, everything is going to be easy with consistency and diligent effort. So let's talk about how to study. Now this is the point of the video where you must be thinking how to study class 10. Do I have to do question bank? Do I have to do multiple different type of resources, whether it will be RD Sharma, RS Agrawal for maths and everything? This is a standard method for each and every subject and each of every class in the school. First, you have to take the video lecture, maybe a one shot or a series of lectures. Then you go proceed towards the notes. Then you read the NCRT book, and lastly you do the exercise and MCQs related to that study. Now this method is applicable for class 9, 10, 11, 12. So that means that if a person is able to conquer this method very effectively and is able to deliver the correct amount of output in the exam, that student is going to be bound to be achieve very great heights in the class. So make sure whenever you study, you complete this process diligently and make sure you don't fall behind. Because if you master this technique, trust me, it is going to be very, very helpful and you are never going to fail in any exam. I have never failed in any exam because I have been working on this. I have been doing these steps over the course of year and it has given amazing and magnificent results. So next part of the topic we'll talk about is class 9 harder than class 10. I will say this is partially very true. Why? Because syllabus, it is slightly difficult as compared to the gap between class 8 and class 9 is very much high compared to that of class 9 to 10. Here you are going to talking about mechanics and fluid dynamics and different other stuffs about work energy theorem and different other things which are going to be very tough, considering that you are going to add mathematical topics in your science exams which you are not very used to it. However, in class 10, the only thing that is going to be difficult for you is the pressure, not really the syllabus but the pressure of board exams. Otherwise, I don't believe that class 10 is as difficult as class 9 because the gap between the class 8 and class 9 is very much higher than that of class 9 to 10. So that's the thing, but no need to panic, as I have mentioned in the earlier point that class 9 is very very easy compared to the challenges you are going to face in life. So make sure you do it very efficiently. You don't have to be perfect in anything, but you have to be enough that you don't have to work too hard in order to achieve a good score in class 9 or class 10 or any other school classes. So before ending the video, let me talk about some pitfalls, some advice, some blunders which students are often bound to do. So first thing is SST. Now SST, or as I have mentioned about the history, geography, civics and economics, there people are often used to commit a mistake that they tend to leave SST for last. Why? Because it is a theory subject. So there is a mindset that once it is all about rote learning, and once during one day before the exam, if you mug up everything, you are going to just put yourself the information and vomit it in the exam just like any other exam. But let me remind you, it is going to be a very very risky option, because if things does not work out well, it is going to be very very difficult. You might also fail in the exam. Therefore, I would advise you take SST seriously just like maths and science, and it will be beneficial. Next thing is about the question bank. Now, if you talk about me, I didn't use any question bank because there was not really such need. There are plenty of options in the internet. You can watch different types of question answers videos as well as the one shot videos, and everything is available in internet. I don't think for as small exams as of class 9, I don't think question bank is the way to go. You can, of course, if you have the curiosity and the interest in yourself, you can definitely try out. But if you are just here to explore and enjoy this class, I would advise you not to spend much time in the question bank, but rather explore on your hobbies, on your interests, on different other things rather than just studying, because this part of life is not going to really return back in your exam. Because class 10 there will be a pressure about the board exams. Class 11 you are going to talk about, you can say, the competitive exams and everything. Same goes with class 12, where we have to talk about both the exam as well as the board exams. So enjoy this life last enjoy this life as it lasts forever. So that's what I would like to advise you. Next thing is not taking the language subjects lightly. I would advise you, summary is not enough. Go explore a bit more on different types of poetry, and you are going to find it interesting. Learn it in a fun way so that you will also have some interest and curiosity on itself, rather than you know taking it lightly. Lastly is about the weekly revision. What does this mean? If you are working 6 days for theory, make sure the Saturday or the end of the week you give it to revision. Okay? This is the entire thing, not such important, but if you keep revising yourself, because at the end moment of the exams you are not going to learn anything new, but rather you are going to spend most of your time revising the what you have studied earlier. So it will be very very beneficial if you are able to revise what you have studied in the earlier stages of your theory classes. Another one thing I would like to advise you is focus on your diet and health, because if you get any disease or any fever, trust me, it is going to be very very difficult to maintain the consistency and everything. So make sure you don't make a diet and health less important thing in your studies or in anything. Make sure you enjoy your life as well as being physically fit. Go to gym, go to walk, go to jogging, go to playing different types of outdoor games in order to make yourself fit and healthy. Lastly, there's a small misconception about periodic test and numericals, that we often bound to have fear about it. Periodic test, that what if my marks are low, I'm going to have a reality check. It's important, it is important to have a reality check to know that where you actually stand. So do not hesitate, do not get afraid of your actual marks, but rather take it as an opportunity to improve yourself in the next exam. Also about the numerical part is, if you are a type of students who is going to find numerical difficult because you are entering in class 9, there will be questions about physics and chemistry and maths where you are going to find that numerical isn't really my thing. But let me tell you, at the end everyone is human. Everyone had been gone through the same fear which you are going through, and people have overcome it. So make sure that even if you have the fear about numerical, just know the fact that it is temporary, and as you give yourself more practice to it, you are going to find it easier than having said that the difficulty level is high or low. It does not matter. At the end, you just have to be good at it, good enough to make sure that you can get something out of it. Not the exact answer, but maybe a close one, just a bit closer to the real answer. So do not fear about it. So if you are able to watch the video till the end, thank you very much. I appreciate your time worth spending over my video, and if you like this video, make sure you share it to your friends. And welcome to class 9 once again. If you like this video also, you want more of this, make sure you subscribe the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye everyone.